there was a huge insight for me to see that I am not my feelings. So previously, I'll just walk you through it as best as it looks to me right now and how it's showing up. Previous to any sort of understanding at all, this is me, these are my feelings, and it's more like this. Right? And it was just like, oh God, I'm so distorted and I can't make sense of life and I'm insecure and I got to get rid of it and I got to cope it. And where's the cocaine? That was my favorite thing. And then as I gained understanding, it was like, wow, start balancing out. That felt better. And as I gained more understanding, there was a gap between me and feelings. And I reacted less to feelings. I was able to observe them and be with them. And I was like, wow, this is really cool. And that gap grew so much that I became less and less reactive to feelings, less scared, less reactive. It came through in my behavior less, because as you react less to your feelings, you behave differently. Your behavior changes automatically. And more and more. And then another insight came, and I was even more intimate with my experience, and I became like this again. Right? Meaning I was into my feelings. But this time it was healthy. It wasn't like this. It was like this. It was a dance. And I was still non-reactive to my feelings. Therefore, it did not make it to my behavior levels in dysfunctional ways. Although occasionally, sure, right? I get angry. I yell at people, sure. But I'm not identifying myself with my feelings anymore. So I am not judging myself for being angry. I'm not judging myself for grieving. I'm not judging myself for my past. I'm dancing with feelings. And that to me is to be human from the inside out. That's like you are back to being human, not the human you thought how to be, figuring things out and always tired and exhausted. And I really want to point this out too. This is not the process for everyone. It just happens to be that I had to separate from my feelings, to observe them, to react less. And then I was led back into them. And I have a felt experience of life. You can feel whatever you feel because there's a deeper knowing that you just aren't your feelings. And there's a slowness to it. There's a simplicity to it. That's probably the most accurate word. So simplicity to being with life, feeling your way through life. And this dance is when we're using universal feelings, when we are more aware of universal feelings, right? We're more aware and experiencing love. We're more aware and experiencing patience. We're more aware and experience of intuitive nudges. But here, you're still experiencing love and all of that, but it's wrapped in story. So it's distorted love. You're still experiencing guilt, but it's wrapped in story. So it's distorted guilt. Like, I feel so guilty and it's due to my past. And that's not guilt. Guilt is you're feeling guilt because it's telling you don't think that way. That's it. That's all it's telling you. Come back to the present moment. Here's guilt as an indicator that you're not in the present moment. Here's fear as an indicator you're not in the present moment. And that's all it means then. Here it means something else. It means something about me. I have to figure it out because it's my feelings. There's a gap, you get to see it, then you're back into life again. Now, I'm not claiming that I have pulled a full circle and I am complete. And I'm not claiming that because I get humbled, right? As I said earlier, I get to see my threshold. When I get to see my threshold, I get to see the edges of my unconsciousness, my blind spots. But I've learned that I don't want to do anything about my blind spots. I just want to be aware that there's something to learn still here. I also don't want to learn them. I just want to be aware that there's something to learn. But I want to live from the level of understanding I have. I want to speak from there. I want to teach from there. I want to learn from there. I want to share from there. I don't want to learn anything else. I don't want to fix anything else. I don't want to get rid of my vices. I don't want to get rid of my hangups. I just want to be who I am today. And that, as a paradox, seems to take you higher and deeper, and in a more fun way, you get to see more. I think Ram Dass says that the paradox of life is when you give everything up, is when you get everything.